Alright.
31 months.
Gonna turn this small. And then we can't forget this. Turn that off. And let's turn those voices a little further up. There we go. Welcome to another A Realm Reborn replayed stream. Let's go. Let me get rid of that. So, the last time we played, I had to go and do fetch quests like a motherfucker. Which was, that was annoying. That was cool. All because the Company of Heroes wanted to test me. And God, did they test me. In more ways than one. It's so rainy. So, this is the Aetherite.
I'm still gonna go and finish my sleep. Love you, Shen, and you as well, chat. Nighty nighty.
Bye-bye, Flutter Guy. Thanks for the 100 bees. So, this is the Aetherite. The Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. This has Papalimo speculated. It is in its present state, this Aetherite signal will not be strong enough for all purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Voxer. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, so who wants to join for the naval? The absolute best, the best duty in the world. The naval. The naval. It's like a trial, right? Yeah, the naval. Ultra hard content incoming. Content incoming. Harder than ultimate. There we go. We're gonna make the password 7777. Hi, cat. For anybody that wants to join the naval, you are free to do so. The password is 7777 in the private time. I don't know if any people are even... Oh. The naval. Speaking of ultimate, did you see that Rin got his Claire last night? A lot of people got their Claire like yesterday. I'm very happy for them. All right, let's go in.
Look, an overdweller. Yes, an invader from above. He uses our Aetherite against us. Yes, the final Titan sacred sanctuary. Their past violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave! Overdwellers must fly! Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Craigs. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to an account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment. Der Limsaler Midsire Aufbreakers, liars, betrayers, Aufbreakers. Oh, great father, Lord of Craigs, Titan, we summon you! Titan, we summon you! Oh, great father, Lord of Craigs, Titan, we summon you! Yeah, you get a gist.
Whoa! It's him! Triton!
He's come, the Lord of Craigs, Titan is come!
Oh, fuck, hold on.
Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. I hope it works. Hi, this is Titan. I hope it works. Haha. Haha. Yeah. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. Godless Overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance. Wait, how does it sound? Hello? Oh. I used I...
Filter, I wanted to use this one. Oops. Anyways.
Can we redo that? Can we redo that? Can we redo that? I forgot that I used the radio demon voice for you know. See, I'm not the smartest, please. Whoa! Where did he go? Hold on, I need to turn either my headphones or the game up a little bit. It sounded fine even with the wrong effect. Yeah, but I wanted it to be big and scary and hoo boo 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 and hoo boo. Oh, I should probably remove these. Get his heart! His motherfucking heart! Aww. It sucks to be stuck in your little baby jail. Yeah! Diddler, diddler. Titan! Titan! Oh.
The Lord of Krig's great father Titan has fallen!
Yay! We did it, gamers! Oh, wow, 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 wow. Holy shit! We got the 4th rock candy! Let's go! We are going to be so powerful!
The crimes of the Overdweller shall never be forgiven! Never be forgotten! No, no, never! 'Twas your kid who broke the covenant! We have acted only in defense of our lands! Cease your aggression and ever will there be peace! Until our dying breaths we shall defy you! Deny, decry, defy!
That really hurts my fucking voice! My throat is dying! Oh. Here, this is what I use the radio demon voice for.
Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Well, it sure does this wise, my lord. Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know true capabilities. Then trust in mine. Ritterton, I don't know how to exactly say your name. I guess my curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea given but a little while longer. Is that not so?
It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized.
What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have little faith, my friend. Have a little faith. I cannot endorse this course of action.
Fool. I don't know what the background effect for this is.
And oh wait.
And now he has a 4th. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is far from done.
And naught remained to mark his passing. Well, the Asians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? The La Brea tar pits. I fear I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well at hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport to the Aetheryte in Zelma's rune. Run. Zelma's Run. And we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? Please do not trade cancel me, thank you. Imagine the Warrior of Light just trade cancels. Oh. I see, we're chilling. Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Geronimo! Whee! Nice. Thanks, guys. Thanks for helping me with the hardest content in the game. Alright, time to expand. Ishtola! Ishtola, I'm on my way. I'm just small and a baby and not level 90. Not at all. I am the quest level. Ha, 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 ha. Ishtola! Ishtola! I'm relieved to see you well. But come, let us discuss our next step. Ishtola just said... Okay, hold on. We are entering New Game Plus 4! Part 4! Part 4! Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Voxer. Once again, I must commend you on the job well done. We shall speak again soon. I cannot consistently do a sophisticated language. It's just impossible. I cannot do it. It is absolutely impossible. I gotta go to the Maelstrom.
It's Maelstrom time.
I think I know what this set of quests is. It's not gonna be good. If I remember correctly, yeah. It is good to see you, Oh, what the fuck just happened to me? It is good to see you, Captain Elafiel. Word of triumph reached me some while ago. I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Ifrit. First Ifrit and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice it to say, we are glad to have a scion in our ranks. I shall relay the details of your report to Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Science of the Seventh Dawn. Until next time, Captain. Wahoo! Yay! Hold on, I gotta get the shitty microphone. Voxer, this is Minfilia. Ishtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Ishtola emerged from Ogamoro unscathed. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to the hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. What does that mean, Minfilia? Why are the gods peeing? I do like the red uniforms, but there's something about the Twin Adder uniform. I think it's just Sanson. That did it to me. I'm gonna scream. I have a problem. It is indeed Midlander disease. It's just Midlanders on the brain. They don't leave.
Have fun at our school again. I'll just packing a box or another lunch bag. Here, pet.
Thanks for the 100 videos. Ha ha ha! Oh yeah, I wonder what happened here. Probably nothing traumatizing. No! Haha. Ha ha ha, yeah. Everything is fine. Yeah, everything is fine. Nothing bad is happening. They're just sleeping. They're just sleeping.
This one is glad. Walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Why are gods peeing? Let's see if I did her voice right.
Thank heavens he is safe. Louis Soir, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Oh my god.
Advance no further.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Yup. Yup.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you.
Fucking Minfilia just like teleports out.
I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
I also want cool blade arm guns.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once.
Jesus Christ! You can stop! You can stop! Stop! You can stop
You
now!
not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, The High Priestess of the Scions.
Stop! You can stop! You can stop!
They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave! Bring the prisoners.
Walking one Minfilia asked this one to... In case Walking One returned, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thanalan, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Minfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Safe.
God, Boxer looking upset is so weird. Norexia's, like, sound animation is still going. Ha ha ha! Quite the corpse party we're going here. Jesus! We're getting out of here. Let's go. Co. Whee! I don't know if beautiful is what I would describe corpse party. Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Voxer, that should be falling out of your mouth every second you're alive. The wild roses! I see you may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. I couldn't choose it. I couldn't. I emotionally couldn't. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Midfilia was among those taken by the Gallians? Yes. Do you see my sausage fingers, Voxer? You have the same ones. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Midfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well, I do recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to have everything in my power to support her, and I would gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and her sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marx, would you come here for a moment? Yes, Father? Sure, Marx. If you require assistance, pray speak with Marx. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain Marx is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Lost his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marx, I want you to look after Voxer. Do you understand? Yes, Father. Hello, Marx. Oh, excuse me, Voxer, do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if a tinker with the device will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Anyways, that's my money now. Goodbye. See you never. I am quitting the Scion business. I am running away. Goodbye. Somebody else can be the Warrior of Light. A bull-point chisel, you say? A pair of needle-nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Here you go. Take it. Thal's balls! Yes. There should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Oh yeah, I've seen Thal's balls. They're big and round. There's a lot of them, dude. They go everywhere. Like, when they drop on you, God, they just inflict so much damage. And Thal's balls explode really easily. Have you brought the tools I requested? Here you go. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. But, pardon me, Voxer, this was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Iluned. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it's best that it be returned to him. Interesting. Okay. Hello. Oh my god, you're next to Alcum. Ilcum. Alcum. Good day to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Oh, wait, she's an old lady. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I'm given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Mark said that it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear, you don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marx manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for trade, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. I recognize you now, Voxer. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives this week. This week of the attack. Yes, totally. Also, she has a unique face. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know what the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking senses prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Ah, yes. The let's go and collect corpses quest. Let's go. The corpses of my deceased friends and family. Doesn't that sound like a fun experience, huh?
Kisses from Brazil. Happy to play FF14 because of you.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh god, there they are. You don't look like one of them church fellows. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damn Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they have with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Yeah, I totally didn't see it. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. And you wrote there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted by carrying all the others, I've a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folk are starting to turn. What is this fucking... Fantastic! Yep. Yep. We're just gathering these corpses. Absolutely terrifying. Hee hee hoo hoo ha ha.
Shin, is this your first time with corpses?
Yep. What happened to the big fella? Oh, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're off. Jesus Christ! Well, I knew a strong one. 4 in 1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. What? Jesus. This is so fucked up. I don't remember it being this bad. I just remember it was bad. Like, ARR has already been a slap to the face with rape implications, with this murder and corpse thing, people just dying randomly. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Oh. Bye. Yeah, when you're in Little Alamigo, a girl pretty much implies that she got raped. It's really bad. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. No! I have even more PTSD now! The first carriage must be arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solus. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Oh, great! I'm just carrying Norexia's corpse around. Yay! I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Hold on, I gotta get Ko out. Where is he?
This one is surprised to see walking one of little souls. How can these ones assist walking ones?
Ha ha ha!
No, Norexia. But this one does not understand.
Oh no!
Norexia, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solus.
Wait, this is from... Yeah. Walking One has returned to Little Solus.
But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Norexia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Norexia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Norexia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Norexia at the end. Tell this one that Norexia was brave. Tell this one that Norexia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Norexia home, Walking One. These ones always wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial ones must pay. Imperial one must suffer.
Oh my god.
2+ years, whoop whoop.
Why, Demon, thanks so much for the 25 months. I appreciate it.
When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Norexia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. These ones will fuck Walking Ones up.
Blood shed. The man in the mirror nods his head. The only one left.
We thank you for your service to the church and the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the lich yard.
Minotaur, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate it.
Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Voxer.
Yes, my burdens. This is when it all begins. The reason the Warrior of Light has PTSD crawling down their back. I'm not imagining it, Voxer. I know I'm being watched. This is different. Sinister. It is as if I'm under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when at last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Fight me, child, with the 5 months as well. I don't know why my resubs aren't working. I think my browse, my resubs just like kind of like died. They're gone, dead. It's an Imperial! Anyways, he's fucking dead. Thank God he's already at the graveyard. Easy burial. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. There we go! I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. You told me to go kill him! I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Iliud must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend. That such a thing could happen to unholy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Yeah, he was a fucking Imperial. This is Gallian steel, which means the man who was watching Marx was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Hello, Alpha Snob.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
Snobbanod.
At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the 7th Dawn. And to that end...
Bro! They just all died!
I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait,
In public, Sid,
Hear me,
come on.
Sid. Eorzea needs you.
In public, dude, come on. Come on. My God.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
He picks up a hammer. No! Don't bonk me! Ah!
Who are you? Alfino Leveilleur, at your service.
Leveilleur.
As a scion of the 7th Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did.
I love you, Sam, but you do not suit Alphino.
What befell our order
You
at the Waking
definitely
Sands.
bring the
Word has already
snobbiness out of
spread across
Alphino, but
Eorzea.
God, do you not suit him.
The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of COERTHAS as we speak.
COERTHAS?
Her
COERTHAS?
appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
Ifrit?
Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled.
I love that Sid's just standing there with the hammer.
If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship.
Yes, you do. Oh, Sid, you do. You have your own airship. Yeah, who's a good boy?
So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh.
It's Alpharad or whatever. Alpharad. Twitchel, There he is, the boy.
Come, let us put an end to the problem. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate that this is my instinct now.
They need my airship. They need me.
Nope. They sure do, buddy. Hey, Sid, how's it going? Oh, hi, Co. The Enterprise. I have heard that name before, but where? Whilst you were catering to the company of buffoons' every whim, I was gathering information. Oh my god. Company of buffoons! Alpha, no! As a result, I was not present when the Garleans came. I suppose we should be grateful for our good fortune, though it matters little should Garuda grow powerful enough to bring Yoza to heel. Jesus Christ.
Here comes the man. Hello, adult man. Welcome, taxpayer.
What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at least be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Voxer. You wish to find his airship, yes. I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the great Gabu Wall of Ul'dah.
Who is a small, sassy, lost child?
I'm going to punch him. My son. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gdania towards COERTHAS. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over foreground float, the closest settlement to COERTHAS. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I'd hoped you might rest from your journey for a time, but I see that the world still has a need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid Voxer. Time to go to the foreground float. I just realized something. If we're going to COERTHAS. Oh no. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Collins' ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago. Clearly bound for COERTHAS. What became of it after that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with the Vortefort. Vortefort? Vortefort at Florentel Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, could you not need a man of Master Collins' caliber to fly it? I hear tell the machinery is fiendishly complex. Yep. Yep. Vorfart. Vorfart. Vorfart? Vorfart? Ugh, I hate that. Hello, Vorfart.
You have come in search of Vorfart. Then we met. You have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to COERTHAS.
What exactly is this about?
Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day.
'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spy along that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I've ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in COERTHAS. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help. But to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. Thy house have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Element descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing a service to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept the aid freely offered. Ha! Hold on. Oh my god. Really? Really? Pay the price! Huh, Horchafont? Okay. Yeah, I paid the price, alright. Very badly. Awesome. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your service to House Dunder? Oh, right. Pray tell, do you wish to receive an exchange? How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. And so, the Ishgardians are racist. Lord have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. With such to then as it is. And where the hell is that knight I sent out on patrol? You should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search for the wilds for the west from a missing man. We'll know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. Where are you, the missing knight? Right? Imagine being racist. That takes so much energy. Hello. Adrian, the reason we're saying racist is because we know the story of everything that's going on in Ishgard. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards! Pah! Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Cool. What the fuck? I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, behold to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your quest. However, I understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. Yay! I'm going up! We're going up! Nice hat. The gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovois be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because the information is used to chart Dervanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamort up above. When was Astro added to game? With Heaven's Warden. Astro joined in with Dark Knight. Come on, Co. You're getting up the stairs. We're doing it. Look, it's fake Horchafont. Fake Chafont. Not Horchafont. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Well, our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Helone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things.
Pardon the intrusion, Forlamont. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest.
Inquisitor Glame! You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving.
Ah, you must be one who rescued House Dunder's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in COERTHAS 5 years ago. You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, a little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in COERTHAS.
One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. What the fuck? I was not aware you aided House Dern there in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. My god. Oh my god, it's Joe Cat!
You there, sir! I cannot help but overhear your conversation with the Chief Astrologan. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Also, I really love the idea that, like, you know, that Warrior has the most annoying permanent... Oh, my legs! Warrior have, like, the most permanent, annoying, like, effect around them because they have gauge. What the fuck? Who did that? I see you! Where? God. I'm under attack! I have to go! Anyways, I love that the fucking warrior has like this effect around them all the time because they have something in their gauge. I just like the idea of like there being like a tiny storm around warriors and like people looking at like, can you control that? What is going on? Like, why is that happening? Here. We're relieved to see someone other than the goddamn Birdman. I thought I could finish my work while seeing someone away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights? A man of House Dornir cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. What? You wandered into a tower full of nerds brimming with violent chat energy. No wonder they were hostile to you. They were probably scared you'd stuff them in a locker. Sorry. Alright. Let's go out. Whee! The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knight face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship, and may we surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Dundare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dervanian aggression, yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to Observatorium's records. This is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Dundare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Great. Alright. Here we go. Geronimo! Ow.
Oh my god, they are insufferable nerds. Send them to the observatorium. Oh, you look like a real Chad. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses? It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely insufferable. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire locks was ambushed on the road due to west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. One of the off chance any portion of the shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Unless you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helenard, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. A boxer would so step on the wares multiple times before returning them.
He got cheekbones, lol.
Ah, he does. Thank you so much for the 16 months. Donut! I appreciate it. That's the longest time. Boxer would totally just kick the boxes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right, I'm back with your shitty ass items. Have you good tidings to share? Better yet, stolen merchandise to show. Here, untouched. God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last, But wait. The chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me! A draconian rosary in the possession of Lord Francel! Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helena is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy the heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Blazing Pajamas, thank you so much for the sub. Donut, thanks so much for the 60 months. And Bamboo Zen, for the 4 months. The 4 months! Bloodhound looks fire? Hold on, I'll check it out in a moment. Ugh. Let's take a quick look-see, shall we? Savior's Battle Pass.
Today's victory is already...
Hold on, that's hot. Wait, what the fuck is that skin? Hold on. What?
When a great threat emerges...
That is a good skin. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
The champions among us must rise.
Among us.
What does it take to be a hero?
Hi, friends.
Honor, bravery, resolve.
Stand strong. You should be careful.
And the Savior's Battle Pass.
That looks really good. I like that they put Bloodhound in front of Fuse and not Maggie. Very interesting design choice.
Valiant, fearless, and well-mannered.
Yo, Eldritch Lore Teller, thank you so much for the sub, I appreciate it.
Fuse leads his squad to glory in his legendary Sir Fitzroy skin.
Sir Fitzroy.
Be the Grenado Tornado.
The Grenado Tornado.
Well, there's no one way to be a hero. Lion-hearted legend Newcastle deserves a suit of shining armor. Ride to the rescue with the Molten Soul legendary Spitfire, and let no one fall in his epic firewall outfit.
Is he even out already? I haven't played Apex in so long.
Real heroes, get back up.
Oh, he's not out yet?
On the
Okay.
other hand, if you can't beat him, join him. Embrace your inner dragon as Farrell's future bloodhound and torch some knights with the Winter Soul Spitfire.
My god!
The gods have sent.
Whether you choose to champion the weak or feast on them, you'll want to get your hands or claws on the Savior's Battle Pass.
Get behind me and you're untouchable, Slick.
That Bloodhound skin is so sexy. But then again, Bloodhound is just sexy. It's always been that way. It doesn't stop. It never stops. Ultra Gaming Bros, thank you so much for the sub.
Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Frederill is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helenord for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Elderweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go.
Edelweiss. This Bloodhound propaganda is starting to get you. I'm just saying, non-binary people are hot. Hello, Francel. Yes, you look as you have something to say, do you? Is there an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? What the fuck? I see Sir Carolote has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity he has not been seen in COERTHAS since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd! I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt... This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for the deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harsham, Fourth of House Fort Toms, commands the garrison camp. Dragon. Present to him is a letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Just fucking Voxer starts sobbing, and he's like, he will be sure to. Are you good? Voxer's just fucking sobbing, like, oh. Oh, hold on. I gotta go there and look my best. Hold on. Wait, hold on. What is it? Guys, how do I look? Do I look fine? Do I look good? Do I look alright? Huh? Do I look okay? Alright, gotta slick back my hair. My fucking mouth. Whoa! We came to find an airship, yet now we meddle in Ishgard affairs of state. God, if Alice were here, I would never hear the end of it. Where am I going? I'm literally going the wrong direction. I'm reading chat. Hold on. Hello? Hello? I'm here for Sir Hatchafont. Yeah! Hello. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventure. Thank you. That these are the first words we get to read. Swagger. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Yes, letter made mentions of pressing matter for which require assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above COERTHAS before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cottonelle, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Four Tops. In his investigation. As you have doubtless realized by now, the High House of Ishgard, House Fortums included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missive to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were making inquiries of your own. Lady Nin, of mine own house, Fortemps, would reside here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Cravelin of House Helenard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to pass. Have you spoken with the chief astrologer of House Durndare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Zimael. I shall contact them myself, seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when finished. Have I seen Zepla's video about... I didn't watch Zepla's video. There's multiple information posts, so yes, I know about Japanese Harchafont. Hold on. Awesome, let's go. What's up with Japanese Harchafont? He is so fucking thirsty. Like, he is so incredibly fucking thirsty. It is unreal, dude. Why, hello, good sir. What's that, an airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fautemps does. For if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Hellenot have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. He is literally down apocalyptic. Yeah, down atrocious. He, like, I think either Japanese or French Horchefant also speaks about seeing you in, like, this swimsuit. It's really funny. Alone grant me strength. There must be some way to... who are you? A friend of Lord Horchefant. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Hellenot into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Is it Nasty Freak Monday? Yes. How goes it? Very good. Hello, Feral Croc. Can you believe it? I've acquired some state-of-the-art workout equipment. Would you like to see? It's in my bedroom. We could take this opportunity to do a little workout session and compare whose muscles are more beautiful. It would be a splendid way to warm up, don't you think? Yes. Splendid way to warm up, don't you think? Yeah. He is so fucking horny, it's actually fucking insane. And I love him so much. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Horchefant's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that his endorsement has caused me to disregard Ishgardian policy, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guillemar arrived in COERTHAS, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Horchefant wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Horchefant. Oh no, Horchefant is a bottom? Oh, that's not good. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of COERTHAS is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received the report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Seal Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Seal Vigil and see if Lord Francel parties require assistance. Voxer, why do you cry like every time we speak? Is Artemis my friend? Listen, okay, but like in New Game Plus setting, shit, dude. In New Game Plus setting, I mean, I've talked about this when I started this. In actual New Game Plus setting, Voxer's like re-experiencing the entire events in the Warrior of Light's footsteps. And the moment he sees Horchefant, he's gonna have a fucking mental breakdown. It's as if he were to see his dead sister alive again. It's so fucked. New Game Plus is like weird time travel shenanigans. For me, it's like because Voxer isn't the Warrior of Light, he misses like a shit ton of crucial information. He wasn't in the vault when they went in there. So he doesn't actually know what happened to Horchafont. He just knows that he passed away. So in New Game Plus, he finally gets to see what happened. And he's powerless to stop it. Because the thing about like Voxer re-experiencing it, if he ever attempts to change it, he gets sent back to the beginning of the day. Yep. I am so evil to Voxer, it's insane. I'm the worst. Who was the actual one in the timeline of events? Just basic Meteor. Or whoever it is. Also, in this case, it could be Viz. Hold on, I gotta see how my porn pictures are doing. I gotta see what people are saying. Listen, yesterday I finished 2 drawings. Today I finished 2 drawings I was super fucking proud of. I just want to see if people like them, okay? Give me this one moment. Okay. Seems like there's a good response so far. Very good. Nice. On Twitter? Yeah, on my alt account. Anyways. Who goes there? Voxer? No, stay back! The feed is still here! Oh no. Oh, what a shame. Oh. Ah, yes, the Derv. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. The Lord Frenzel is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you. All good, my friends. You are alive. Hey, guys, you know what I just realized? Curse those fiends! It is as though they knew we were coming! I should probably order food, as I haven't eaten anything yet. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Hold on. Tell me about your day, chat, while I go and, order food. Holy shit. There's a new area that apparently opened and they have like... And they have Mexican food. And I'm just like, uh-oh. Is there an app like an equivalent of Grubhub in Germany? Okay, so you want to know something fucked up? The delivery app we have here, it is literally just Grubhub. But it's called different. I looked it up. This German brand, this delivery system is literally just Grubhub. They have different names in different countries, but it's the same chain. You made Milky happy? What did you do? Did you give him fan art? Lieferando, yes. Yes, it's Lieferando. So fucked up. Oh, there. Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Helenard if we can't even stay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Helenard will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, I was House Helenard that yielded a steel vigil to a horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought ever lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be, but even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Mexican bean dip. Thank you so much for the 7 months. Nice. Or too fond. Go, 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 go. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Gilliam has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Great. Oh, wait. Sorry, I heard your font. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I spoke of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickerman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across COERTHAS. So may he have some inkling of who could be responsible. I am so fucking hungry. Oh my god. Doing accents is hard, and I know I sound like a fucking dumbass doing them. Oh my god! Someone's tampering with shipments. Fears strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a house Hellenot man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters were what were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them that work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. Anato, thank you so much for the. That is so weird. What is that overlay? Thank you for the gifted sub. And I've never had cause to question their faith, but it wasn't them neither. Then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before. Eh? Could it be the fellas what were responsible for these inspections? Ha! Ishgadian Knights Inquisitors, a lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Ha! Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brimfront today. You might consider having a word with them. I hate that this fate music is blasting in my fucking ears. Jesus. Is there a way to disable the fate music? I hate it. Not by legal means. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hellenot shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, send your parcels and see what you find. Oh, would you look at that? Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at White Brimfront concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcel into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Horchefant, I will not be held accountable for this. Oh my god, no way. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickaman I have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hellenot's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Hello. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hellenot were heretics. At least we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I'd have you bear my word to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House Fort Toms asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. I can't... Sorry, Horchefant. I'm mistreating you so much. You don't deserve my shitty voice acting. What is it, my child? Lord Horchefant would have the Inquisitor do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume, at these French names, I'm going to shoot myself, presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness! The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject to manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die, Voxa. I will dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guilhem in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francil alive. I do not give a shit how he is pronounced. I will say his name wrong as many times as I will. Have at you! Wait. Can't I just walk in there? Hey. Oh, okay. Joassin Charlemagne de Francel de Helenard, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow before the enemies of Ishgard. It is for her alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their drachen forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fort Toms, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Haurchefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of inquisitors, to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. God damn it. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives. Fucking English is a hard language, dude. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor.
Seize them at once.
Come here, dude. Hiya! Lord Haurchefant! Whoa, there he is! Oh my god, there he goes! Oh my god! There he is! Roar! Oh my god, that was loud. Jesus Christ! Why is there a wyvern? Hold on. Oh shit. Oh my god, he's scared. Come here. I must kill you. Oh, whoops, wrong ability. Hey, why don't you... Yeah, why don't you do that? Nice. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh god. Up there it goes. Haurchefant! He just aggroed the dragon again. What is? I don't know, Horchifont. What is? It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear has been orchestrated by enemies of the House Hellenot. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury! A draconian rosary! Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights? This has grave implications! Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Horchifont. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of what which first brought you to COERTHAS, Voxer. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Yay! Lord Horchifont, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. What the fuck? I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentences. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hellenard. Praise alone it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Voxer. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Okay, I'm really fucking cold. Wouldn't it be funny if, you know, we warmed up together? Biting my lip in a fuckboy way, you know. Sheesh! Hello. You look very well, Voxer. May I say what pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Warrior! I can't read! Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house. And I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fort Thompson, House Hellenard shall never forget your service. Let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Wait, my follower emotes are on mobile? Awesome! Hold on. I need to just quickly check something. Okay, my food won't arrive for another hour. That's awesome. The man with the knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray this information proves useful to you. Thank you, Horchifont. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say that Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you weren't inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in the COERTHAS several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Horchifont is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for you, pray for your success, my friend. We are so reliant on Horchifont already. Oh, so you've at least located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by the decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter of Lord de Lamont of White Brimfront and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journey, Voxer. May alone guide you. I don't want you to go. Did they cut the part where you walk up and down the, nope. You have to do that like 3 times already. I don't know how many times it was in the original, but... Whee! Hello! I'm here to cause problems on purpose again. Wonderful to see you again, Voxer. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the stone vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Helenart. In the chaos that followed by the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the stone vigil, House Durndair instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillmont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Craves who attempted to destroy House Helenard have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor greater hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. Yay! Fuck! Damn it! I gotta fly around the mountains. The huge fucking mountains. Fuck, I hit the sky limit. Whee! You desire an audience with Sir Drillmont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Hortifon and Francel. Is it a likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboys. Yes. Sir Alboys can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. I don't want to talk about it. Hello, Alphino. What are you doing here? Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. I can't do accents. I cannot. I need to stop doing accents. I'm going to make people leave. Oh, hi, Sid. Bro, I'm fucking blind? Hello? Oh my god. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillman has the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head Chirgan, Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letter to him? I feel so cheated. I am so angry. Are you here to visit a patient, say? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Von Thompson Hellenard.
With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gordno. He should know Lord Drillman's current whereabouts.
Yay. I can only do so many voices. Such touching gameplay. Thank you. Estidian! What reasons? What reason have you for bringing... no, I need to think of a good voice. What reason... Oh, what reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are at luck. Lord Drummond is just up these stairs. Let her know, though. I would not expect much. House Durandale's hold does not hold adventures in high regard. You'd best state your intentions quickly and succinctly, is it? Show proper respect and shall be returned kind. Sir Gordon permits the passage. Very well, speak.
Doing accents is fun. Just like D&D, part of the fun is making funny voices even if you do them badly.
You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scaly kin to secure an airship that may or may not be there? Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Oh no. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillmont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to COERTHAS to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sidnan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible! Indeed it is, my lord. Oh, wait, it's you. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not deceive by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. As this critical moment in Ishgard history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear at Whiteburn Front but three mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and two Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid Voxer, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillman's trust, understood? Yeah, sure. Shit. Wait. Where is it? Up above? Down below? Where are you? What? What? Oh, thank God. Are you the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs? I don't know what this fucking voice is. I give up. I give up. What are voices?
You the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs? Aye, world travels fast in Whiteburn Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillman's mind. If there is one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? It's easy. Serve the poor soul decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever. I'm sorry, I have a cold. And the night rats are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twould be the quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing.
'Twouldn't.
If you are mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danafin Pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin.
Ugh. That is very understandable, my friend. This is the French accent. It's so bad. Le French. Ooh la la, le French accent. Ooh. This is very funny. Oh my god, I didn't insta-kill it. I'm not that strong anymore. No. My power, it's dwindling. My power is dwindling. Oui, mon affaire. Je m'appelle Véronique. Wait, je suis une... Je suis une... I don't know what girl is. French. Oh god. Je suis une fille. I can't speak. I know that I have an easy time, like, obviously, doing the French pronunciation, but not so much as speaking it. Le grill. Especially since I'm German. I mean, my French is... My real name is Véronique Joël Larue. So, I'd hope I know how to at least accent French. Ugh.
It did not work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea.
Here you go.
Oh dear, reminds me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above.
Delicious. Here, are you hungry? You the lad! Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Failed in the assignment. Yes, and I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Here you go. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Allah's blessing be upon us, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Ever must be trained to maintain our skills at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You are God sent, my friend. Too few appreciate the house doing there must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Fortnite. Oh shit, I'm done. Woo! 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 Woo!
It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working Churgans at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Kenota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she didn't like to attend her own.
This was the most annoying voice I could have ever chosen. Fort morning, fort evening, fortnight.
I beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment.
Here, take the steak. Right now. Eat. Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I've last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble.
Oh my! This is fantastic! Thank you so much! I'll eat the rest right away.
Yay, quest complete. Wait. Hey, Sid! I'd like to have a word with you, Voxer. It concerns the Churgans. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient albemics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic. Both as a gesture of goodwill and as means to help me recover my memories. Since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. While I require to complete the devices are the cores of 3 ice spirits. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. You like using your hands, huh, Sid? Oh, Nero. Poor person. Poor guy. I was like, where the fuck? Where the fuck? Have you obtained the core? If so, please show them to me. Here you go. Time to look at the porn again. I'm just so proud of this art, dude.
What an amazing device! But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before.
I, too, am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I've no idea how to make use of it.
Nevertheless, if it is effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save.
Ever so, I wonder. Where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts, wondrous and strange, for this generosity comes at cost.
Their earnest efforts are but means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers.
I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reason, he clearly means to oppose it at every turn. I'm going to shake that man until he is no more. Hold on. What the f- Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Before we can persuade Lord Drillmund to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guilhem that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in COERTHAS. Perhaps we should learn more about speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there.
Hi, Milky!
No! Hold on. It is the Frenchiest fry. I'm so fucking hungry, dude. You have no idea. And my food doesn't arrive for another, like, 40 minutes.
Inquisitor Guilhem. Yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front, several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the Earnest Gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminating the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, Archidon gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guilhem rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness.
Wait, there's another person here? Wait, what the fuck? Not here. Not here. Probably down below, if I could guess. God fucking damn it.
Hello, Elboys. Inquisitor Guilhem, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. We have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you have hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Alex Love Pizza. Oh my god, that's a legend. Hold on. I never thought I would see him again. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Look, I made a post about them before. It's the same person. Oh my god. Man, Alex loved the pizza. So happy for Alex.
The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Hollow and the Well. They are to be afforded by every courtesy and the utmost respect.
Yeah, there's a really important election going on in the Philippines right now. And it's actually quite scary.
Under Inquisitor Guillem's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice.
Your name is Patrick. Holy shit. They say he goes days with... Oh wait, let me do my normal voice. They say he goes without sleep, so great in his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us.
In case you have yet to notice, my Tyra is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sir tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonial you obtained, Voxer. Mayhap they will provide insights into Inquisitor Guillem's motives.
Yeah, you have your entire side open. You have a piece of your leg open. My god, Alphino. Look at how much skin you're showing. Of course you're gonna shiver. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna take a break here. Because I am so fucking hungry. I'm just like dying. Well, I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm gonna continue playing. I'm gonna continue streaming. I'm not ending the stream. I'm just not doing MSQ anymore. I have to wait for my food to arrive. Which won't be here for another 44 minutes. So I'm gonna do random shit, like maybe run a Glaya. Or continue leveling Dark Knight.